I made a lot of changes. There's a kitty cam now, pointed at the boy. The camera's over there now, so when I'm drawing, it's not just the top of my head. So, we'll see. This doodle is based on the video game Celeste, I believe it's called. Joel Duscher has been playing it on his Twitch. I know very little about it other than it seems like a game with an interesting concept behind it. And I enjoy the big blocks that go row. So I've decided to draw one of those big blocks. I've been told that their names are Kevin. They're all named Kevin. And Joel ran across this one, which I decided to call Wide Kevin. And Wide Kevin smashed through a bunch of these greenish pillars, and Joel's character rode on top of Wide Kevin and arrived to fight the character I decided to call Squiddy Girl, whose real name is evidently Badeline. So in my little doodle, it's going to be JD riding on top of Wide Kevin instead of her. Madeline, yes. Madeline versus Badeline. It's easy to remember. And it'll be smashing through one of those green pillars, and there'll be the crystals in the background, and it'll be nice. I'm doing this as a fun little break from work. So I don't want to put a huge amount of time into it, but we'll see what happens. I may have to do work later in the day than I had intended. My volume settings are a little louder than they used to be, so if it's too loud and you happen to view the stream while it's live, please let me know. Also, thanks to Pibbles the Fish and Florenz, who's my actual real-life friend, for following me. I set my goal to 50 because evidently that's when you level up on Twitch. I know so little about the platform that I don't even know what the benefit of that is. I'm also fairly sure I need to set up some sort of donation goals / payment system so I can get people to pay me to doodle silly things for them while they watch, because I think that would be very fun. Just making sure everything's working. I went ahead and did the underdrawing before I went live because well, to be perfectly honest, I forgot to go live. But at least this way we kind of, we save a little time. How about that? Let's put a positive spin on it. I don't know what the sides of the Kevins look like. I don't know if anyone does, because no one ever sees them from the side, so I've decided instead of like a bunch of individual rocks, there are these big long like mashers. And obviously I'm working in perspective here, so that complicates things a bit. I'm just gonna push through and hope I don't screw it up too badly. And I think it's cooler if there's some variation in the size of the rocks anyway. If you look at the side of Wide Kevin, there is variation there. So, yeah. Any excuse I can make to be bad at drawing, I will make it. I'd be very tempted to make like a vector version of this, vector graphics version of this. I'm also thinking it would be fun to design some little fun little things for shirts. Make a little Streamlabs store, however you do that. I'll have to figure that out. This morning I have been very busy with my my day job. Doesn't take too much effort most of the time, so I fill the time which would otherwise be lost with a digital painting course I've signed myself up for. Excuse me. He's back here. Actually, I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to scale down the brush for the things that are further from the camera. Usually I compensate by just not pressing down as hard. But I think that's probably not the cleanest way of doing art. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 of those. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh dear. Okay. I'm just trying to make little annotations. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my halfway point went down quite a ways, evidently, when I did my really fast just sketch there. So let's try and improve that bit. That seems more like halfway. Let's do a thumb. Do a little thumb. Just a quick little thumb measurement with my little pen. That seems halfway. Ish. Yeah, close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's better. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-ish down there. Just kind of a guide. Something to help me not screw up as much. See, as I was watching JD play this game, need to maintain perspective here. As I was watching JD play this game, I was like, oh, it's a kind of a crazy platformer, which isn't my cup of tea in games. But as I paid attention to things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Yep, there's 14 of them. But as I paid attention to the things that he was seeing in the game, and the way the graphical elements would change between scenes, I started kind of thinking that there might be something a little deeper to this little game. And then, because it seemed like the kind of game that might have a message behind it, just the general feel of it, going in blind. So I was getting that vibe. And by the time he had gotten to Badeline, I was like, oh, she's clearly a dark mirror of the protagonist, and like maybe like her self-doubt or something. And that was confirmed for me by Joel. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the process of game design is so interesting to me because, like, they got all that across to me with no explicit tells. It was just the way they put the game together and the way they did the graphics and the audio and the gameplay itself. Somehow, just by watching it, gave me that little piece of information. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's what we call good enough. So I have a lot of respect for game designers and game developers because of the way they're able to express their creativity in that way. And so effectively get a point across without being explicit about it. These are interesting. How do these work? The little curly thingies. Huh. That's interesting. They're uneven. Like there's one that curls towards the right, and then one with 2, and then one going that way, and then one with none, and then 2 going back to the left, and another with 2. Yeah, that's very strange. Sora! How's it going, Zoe? Sorry, I'm obsessing over trying to be as accurate as possible on a quick fun doodle that I don't need to worry about. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. 10 of those. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they get bigger as they come towards the camera. Oh, you have a headache? That's too bad. I had a headache the other day. Yeah. I'm doing well. Yeah. Just taking a break from work to draw Joel Duscher riding a Kevin from Celeste. Do you watch any JD streams, Sora? Or Zoe? Sorry, I've been trying to remember the correct names for people, not just the forum names. ROHROHROHROHROH. Let's dim this down. Yeah, I know either's fine. It's just I think Zoe's cooler, so I want to call you the cooler name. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm screwing this up, but I don't care. That's the first one I saw when he was playing Celeste. And I think it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday that he was playing again that I happened to catch it when I woke up. I started trying to wake up earlier so I can get about my work stuff. Because now that I'm being more social than I used to be, people are inviting me to do things, which is unusual. So I need to make time for it. Oh yeah, yeah. JD streams like super late his time, but like at the perfect morning hour for me in Central Time. But I have no interest in the skating game, so I don't often tune in as much as others. Just put a lot of these up here, huh? Phasmophobia, huh? Yeah, that would be fun. Later on, like in the evening? Yeah. It's a crazy game. I wasn't as spooked as I thought I would be, but I also never actually saw the ghost with my own two peepers. So, we'll see how I react when that happens. Yeah. It's crazy how much things have changed since I joined the Discord. Play it alone? No. No. I refuse. I refuse. I was doing just the little tutorial for a couple of minutes before Forrest decided to go live, and the little narrator person tells you explicitly that no, this is a non-violent ghost for you to learn with, and I was bringing stuff in there and setting it up, and even then I was like, yeah, I'm a little spooked. I was looking at some of Boda's highlights. I like Boda. He's a cool dude. Seems easygoing. It was funny to look at the stream from Forrest's perspective and just to watch how utterly incompetent I am. That's okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was really excited for the cat cam, and I'm glad he's being cooperative today. Usually he doesn't settle down from his morning freaking out running around this early. I want to set aside time to design little camera borders so like he can have a little border and I can have a little border. But I haven't done it yet. There's so many things I need to figure out about streaming. I got the idea for the cat cam from Kate Moon, Lena's sister, because she has a camera pointing at her cat. Kate Moon Oz is her Twitch. Ozzy. Kate Moon Ozzy Oz. Forest. Yeah, because JD is playing Celeste, and I'm a member of the Kevin cult. Big fan of Kevin. Yeah, JD's streams are a hoot. His I've been interested by the different styles of the different Sans Pants people, because JD's donation goals seem to be centered around causing him problems. Which is very different from like Jackson's style. Yeah, he's a big dog brick. Or they. It's funny because I didn't know this, but someone looked up the Celeste wiki, and these big dog bricks are they them. They're not he she, they're they them. Which I thought was a fun touch. Yes, Zoe mentioned that. I would definitely be interested in another Phasma stream. Okay, don't need that anymore. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, JD has a thing where if you donate, whoops, brighten that up. If you donate some certain amount, it just plays the repeatedly for like a minute, and you can stack the donation, so you get 10 minutes of rows going if you're crazy. I was feeling a little guilty for only ever doing fan art for Jackson, because I love Jackson's streams. They're my favorite. So I figured I'd do something for old JD. played Phas. Can you even win on your own playing Phasmo? Seems like I would just be murdered immediately if I played on my own. Stroll with no flashlight on your own. In what building? Was that the house, I hope? Oh, that's good. This is going well. I may not waste hours on this. Okay, for the background things, because that's a lot of orange. I think I will use... Actually, let's just use this color right here. Yeah. You know, it occurred to me after we were done playing on that, I think it was the asylum where I had a no flashlight curse, that I should have been carrying a candle around. That seems like a fun way to make the game spookier. Is candle only. Oh, they don't? That would be scary. Are the only maps so far, at least, the house, asylum, and high school? Is that right? Feels like there should be one more. Oh. Oh, yeah, we did the farmhouse once, yeah. Yeah, I only saw the one kind of neighborhood style house and the farmhouse and the high school. Maybe I saw two styles of neighborhood house. The game's still early access, right? They're probably adding more stuff. Different layouts, okay. It's like I wasn't holding shift that entire time. Okay, time to fight with the gradient again. Okay, so that color. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, it's because I was in settings. Got it. Okay. And new tactic. I don't know how he got that clip. When I was looking for a reference image for Wide Kevin, and I typed Kevin Celeste into Google, like one of the third or fourth options that popped up for the autofill was like ROHROHROH sound. So he may have found it very easily. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that. Keep that. Make this one yellow. Or that one, whatever. Don't want to fight too much today. Register all settings. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll make the clouds. Yeah. So a lot of that's going to be behind crystals. Did you find a ROHROHROHROH? Oh yeah, thank you. I'm just kind of going by what they used in the game, so it's not me. Oh yeah, let's do God rays. Heck yeah. Maybe coming from that way, since we're traveling this way. A little bit of white. Yeah. Yeah. Turns out they're actually called Kevins. Which the more I thought about it, the better it was. What's going on here? Do I need to lighten that up? Nah. I was coming up with an assortment of dumb names for things in that game because I know nothing about it. Like ding circles. Can't. I had a name for the Kevins too. It's been replaced by Kevin. My brain. Hey, Pebbles. Yeah. Yeah. The doodle streams have a mood to them. I am drawing a little piece of fan art for Joel Duscher of the Sans Pants, playing Celeste and riding a Kevin. Oh, good. It's funny how what a different energy I bring to doing an art stream versus like playing a game. Playing a game, I'm manic. I need to figure out game streaming. I assume most people run the game through a capture device and another computer, because if I try to stream from the computer I'm playing a game on, it doesn't go well. The spook zone. Yeah. Whoa, come back. Yeah. I think Phasmo's scarier to watch than play, so far for me at least. With the exception of that one time when you died up in the bedroom and I, like an idiot, felt that we needed to take your picture, and I got haunted like 3 times before I was able to get out of the house, and Boda held the door shut on me. That was fun. I like the bird noises. I found this track on YouTube because I went looking for copyright-free music. And if you search Lo-Fi Hip Hop Mix 2020, Lo-Fi Beats to Study, no copyright, etc., you'll find it. I'm the same way, Pebbles. I can't remember the name, but that game that came out, I think it starts with an A, where you're wandering around and there's an invisible spook that kind of chases you through water sometimes. And I tried to play it, I couldn't. I'm a coward. I'm a coward. Big old game coward. Phasma is not so bad because you have friends with you. Go. See what happens here. Shift, please. There we go. Amnesia, thank you. Yep. Scared the ever-living piss out of me. Doodle quest. Oh, no. Well, it's in my brain now, so it'll probably get done, Pebbles. Thank you for that. Once I figure out more about how Twitch do, I'm gonna start doing like request streams, because I have no ideas of my own, so I just steal other streamers' ideas. And I thought it would be fun to do drawings for people and have them give me money. So I expect to be drawing all kinds of horrifying things I would never have thought of on my own. see here. New layer down here. How does this look? Not good. What if I go towards the orange a bit? I can make that work. Do not do requesting. I mean, it depends. Like that Qui-Gon drawing I did in the plumbing channel. Once it was suggested that, because all I was going to do was Sebulba smoking, because that's such a funny image to me, and that was straight off the podcast. But once people in there start talking about what kind of other things other Star Wars people would do when they smoked, I had to do Qui-Gon. I almost started working on an Obi-Wan vaping, but I didn't want to be drawing nothing but characters from a movie I didn't like. I do gotta say how nice it's been having folks come say hi while I draw. And say that I like what I'm doing. I usually have confidence issues with my art, which I think is pretty common. So, people liking it is good and helpful. Thank you, Zoe. I'm trying to get better every day. Like this digital painting course. It's called Art School for Digital Artists. It's just a thing I stumbled across the guy on YouTube, and he does really fast YouTube videos just to advertise his course that he sells. And I was like, oh man, this is exactly what I need. Hello, Her Majesty. Nice of you to grace us with Her Majesty's presence this fine morn. Or, I guess it's afternoon. Nope, nope, nope. Stay in the line. back and do kind of a glow thing to liven those up even a bit more. That was a mistake. I need to watch the VOD for Jack's stream from yesterday, or last night, or whatever it was. Because looking at the memes, it looks like it was a pretty rad time. I was having a blast. I hated going to bed. Jack has such a natural charisma. He's born to do this kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, he did a doodle of me? No. Well, the jam jar from like last week, I think I saw that one. These crystals are cool. Oh, I'll look at it on the VOD. Thank you for telling me. These crystals aren't really true to the ones in the game, but I like them this way. Yeah, the ones in the game are more muted. It might be because it's a pixel game. I don't know. But you can tell they're supposed to be kind of clearish because of like what's going on with that one. So, yeah. Who cares? It's fan art. It can be whatever. I'm kind of working the opposite of what I normally do. Just I'm working back to front on this, and I usually obviously do front to back. But I've noticed that because of that, my backgrounds are usually very lazy because I'm tired by the time I get to the background. So, trying something different today. Whoa, that didn't Yes. This will be Joel. I noticed that Celeste is wearing, not Celeste, Madeline is wearing a little backpacky thing, I think. I'm not sure, but it looks like she's, or maybe it's overalls, but it looks like she's standing there, like with her hands through some straps. And I could easily see Joel doing that. So I'm gonna figure out if it's overalls or a backpack, and he'll be wearing a t-shirt that says hell on it. Yeah, well, I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, Your Majesty, but we'll see. Try not to think too much about what I'm committing to when I start. Fortunately, he's very small in this, so. Okay. I'm gonna lay in some color on here. Oh, that's interesting. There's a lot of purple in that gray, huh? That's kind of cool. Obscure band t-shirt. Yeah. Fists clenched, you know. Whoops, wrong thing. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. Let's see how good I was with my lines. Well, it helps if I'm using the right layer. Okay, so these three are Kevin, so I'll merge those. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that my plan didn't center around like an aggressive pose for JD, since that seems to be his brand. See how this looks. Huh? Anything on this layer? Yes, no, no? Okay. Yeah, and then the highlights and the shadows will add the value I need. Cool. He is a punchy boy, but lovable. Dang it. Shift. Shift. Doing. Shift. There we go. Expand the selection. And fill. These side ones, those are going to be a lot of fun. I love doing glow effects. It's been really cool how much music people have made for JD. I caught one stream where he had a donation goal to play his skateboarding theme song. And it was being played so much that people were starting to leave. Yep, that's the song. Let's darken them up for the back one. A bit, not much. Boop, boop. Whoops. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. And this brown, it's not terribly brown to begin with. I need to help it be more different from the background. Okay. I'll give that some life with the multiply layers. It ran the whole stream. I had to go. I didn't get to see it. That song ran for the entire stream. That kind of rules. I forgot you made that song, Pibbles. That song's amazing. You did a really good job. People who can make music blow my mind. I can't do it. Like every time when I was trying to find like license-free music for my little streams, I was like, I'll just make my own. And I thought, Champs, you dipshit. You've never been able to make music in your life. Why start now? Did you do a road song for Jack, Pibbles, for the road trip? Was one of those yours? This guy's great. Freaking love Kevin. Zora, you have a great skill. I've been meaning to tell you this, but you're very good at bringing people together. Never sell that short. That's a people power. Spookatorium. Oh man, that's a good one. I mean it, sorry. You have people energy. It's good. Multiply. Where are you? There you are. And well, that's the wrong gradient. This one. Okay. I can work with that. Sorry. I have been genuinely flabbergasted by how open and accepting everybody on that Sanspants Discord is. It's such a unique environment. It says a lot about the Sanspants people in general. It's the kind of people they attract. Big shapes in here, and then I'll work down to the detail. Right, Fibbles? It's crazy. Like, I know that like they had the problem with that one guy who they've had a problem with forever, but it's literally the only person out of like 150. That's incredible to me. Pibbles has a SoundCloud? Oh, man. I gotta find it. Yeah, I think he's gone. I searched for his name the other day just to see what he was up to. Like, there's nothing comes up, so I'm pretty sure he got banned, and that probably means all his posts went away. Add layer. This is the part I love. Pibbles the music. I'm gonna check. Oh, they went legal on that guy? Man, doing legal stuff against online harassment is hard. Did they get like a restraining thing? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Everything's easier in Australia. Except staying cool in the summer. Just a little bit of light down there. And just a little, whoops, wrong direction. Just a little. Whoa, that's interesting actually. Let's make a new layer. Hit it with that gradient. Make it an add. Wow. We drop the opacity down. So much of what my art is a complete accident. Oh, that's what they were talking about. Right, Pebbles? Just even the maxed out gradient has a cool look to it, but it doesn't suit the color scheme for Kevin. So yeah, that's what they were talking about in the plus general, where they're talking about, you know, letting him build their case for them, basically. Whoopsie. No, don't undo. Curses. Redo. What in the world for, Zoe? Like, I don't understand the mind of a person like that. That's the kind of person who's just, like, genuinely deeply unhappy and doesn't realize it. There's a lot of people like that who can't tell that they're not happy. Oh, Kevin, you're beautiful. I think so too, Majesty. It was pretty common, like when I was younger. But it seems to be less so now, which is nice. Glow up them eyes. And a little bit of reflected light from the glowy eyes. Kevin, you're an absolute beautiful boy. They shouldn't call you a boy, even though you don't exist. Glow up these sides. This is going so fast. Mentally. Damn, Zoe. Get him. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Yes, that's why. I need to make this glow spread. Yeah. Too much. Don't tell Tom. Tom Walker? Let's get a little smaller brush just to really drill in there. They're still in the main? Really? Huh. I've got them blocked or muted or whatever. But I thought they were gone. Maybe that's why they didn't turn up when I searched. Tom Walker's anti-cube? Well, this is a rectangle, so Tom should be fine with it. This brush rules. Oh, there's another one. Okay. I didn't know there was another one. I thought what's his head? Yeah, Pibbles got it. I thought that one was the only trouble. Nice. Oh, sarcastic. I don't know who that is. I'm pretty bad at staying up on all the channels. Appreciate y'all keeping me company. Whoops. Yeah, it's funny, Your Majesty. I think I created, like, I clicked on the Discord link in 2017 or something, and just never looked at it until last month. But it's been a cool month. Like, met all kinds of nice people. That one doesn't like to multiply, does it? Oh, that explains the problem. On the wrong layer. Boop, 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 boop. There. Actually a fan. That's cool. Yeah, some people are just more irascible than others. Thank you. I like the glow. Glow effect in general is one of my favorite things to do in a drawing. It's my favorite phase of any drawing. The highlights. It's almost there. Once I finish Kevin, who's very important, JD won't be too hard because he's so small. He's such a small boy in this picture. Idea. It's funny to think about the fact that as recently as like September, I had never opened Twitch. And the only reason I found out about anything really about Twitch was because I was trying to find what in the world had happened to Sans Pants' YouTube channel, like why they stopped putting the cool videos up. And people on Reddit told me that they had Twitches now. And then that brought me to activity in the Discord and making my little Twitch thing and meeting all you cool people. And it's been really nice. Because I did not, as in terms of being social, I didn't do it. It's just me and my little doodles. Because, you know, I don't go out much. So meeting y'all has been a treat. Oh, wide Kevin is busting his way through the world. Their way through the world. Not a care in the world. Let's hit this pillar. Throw this kind of a basic base green on here, and then I will fancy it up with shadows and light. No, open line. Yeah, he's a good boy. He usually sleeps with his head facing this way, like towards the camera. But not today. I guess that side was getting flat. His name is Grumbles. I call him Goober. He has an interesting little backstory to him. I was waiting for some people to come over to play D&D for our weekly game that we used to do. And this one fella walked in and he said, "Hey, did you know there's a cat on your porch?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" That's why this isn't working. He said, "Yeah, there's a little cat on your porch." And I went out there and it wasn't there. He said, "It was right. It was just here." Yeah, Grumbles. He said, "It was just here." And I looked around and he had moved underneath the porch and there was this little 5-week-old kitten with like one eye like swelled shut and the other eye just oozing green ooze, and just a gross little creature, just so pitiful. And I was like, well, shoot. So I went and got some of the other cat that I had at the time. I got some of his treats and put them on a little plate and kind of like made a little breadcrumb trail out from the shrubs where I couldn't reach Grumbles at the time. And he followed the kibble out to the plate and I was able to snatch him. And I told the guys to start without me and I drove down to the vet to get him looked at. And the vet gave him some drops for his eye. The open eye just had an infection. The closed eye actually had an ulcer on the surface of the eye, and it was in bad shape. The vet said, in another week or so it would have been destroyed and probably would have gotten infected and killed him. But I got all those drugs for him, and he had so many fleas on him that if you flipped him over and looked at his belly, it looked like a herd of buffalo running across a plain. It was gross. But we got him all sorted out, and I put him in my bathroom so that the other cat wouldn't destroy him until they acclimated to each other. And I got him a little bowl of food, and he sat down to eat it, and he started going "Row, row, 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 row," while he was eating. So I was like, "Oh, okay, well, your name is Grumbles." And that was 3 or 4 years ago. Now he's totally fine. I'd initially planned on adopting him out, but you know how it goes. No. Okay. Now we'll do some shadows. Yes. Yes. Yeah, my cat did say "row, row, 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 row." I should have named him Kevin. Well, good, Pebbles. It was an interesting afternoon. Get these big shapes in and then clean it up. I have to keep saying that because if it's like my mantra to not get stuck in the details too early. Grumbles is the OG Kevin. Yeah, when did Celeste come out? Grumbles probably was like a pre-Kevin Kevin. Because we got a blue light source coming off of Kevin here too, so that's going to be fun. I love doing the light. Yeah, good point, Pebbles. I was on a work trip once. My job involves a lot of travel. When I'm not traveling, there's very little that I have to do though, so it's okay. But we were on the road, and I do the technical admin stuff for the computers and the printers and things. And this fella comes to me and he's like, "Man, the printer doesn't work." He's very, very upset. And I'm like, "All right, let's go take a look at it." And I'm up there messing with it, and the guy's like, everybody at work calls me John. My first name's Jonathan. And he's like, "John, what religion are you?" I was like, "What?" He said, "I want to know what religion you are." It's like, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You never get mad." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, "I never see you mad. You always got a smile on your face. This stupid job." And I was like, "Man, that's just because I got perspective." Like, I don't care about any of this. So how can I get mad about things I don't care about? No. I just thought that was funny. It's also awkward to, in a room full of people, be like, "Hey, you, what religion are you?" It's a weird move. Yeah, Your Majesty? It's all about perspective, you know? Like, who gives a shit about this? Yeah, I told the guy, it's like, the way I see it, there's very few jobs in the world that actually matter, and those are the ones that people should get passionate about. And mine's not one of them. I work in a very conservative environment, so I think they wouldn't ask you what you're on, because, you know, it's really an awkward subject. God, I love drawing this. I just love drawing so much. You gotta get a job doing this somehow. One cool thing about shadows that I learned is the darkest shadows are never actually at the edge, because there's always reflected light happening. So you have to come in a bit and then feather it towards the edge. I guess not never. There's exceptions for everything, but Usually, the darkest shadows are not at the edge. Drawfree. Someone else mentioned that. To YouTube channel, is that right? Do they do a lot of art? I think I added them to my watch list, but I check YouTube so rarely that I haven't gotten to them yet. That's a great idea, Pibbles. We should flood them with emails. Get Jackson on drop. I feel like Jack thrives in whatever environment you put him in. He's a very flexible individual. He's a genuinely good-hearted dude. I think it was you, Sora. I think it was you who told me about Drawfee. That's kind of cool. Okay, time for the fun part. Add. Soulsborne. Is that like the Dark Souls franchise? Is that what Soulsborne refers to? Or Demon Souls and that kind of thing? Dungeons and Drawfee? Okay, I gotta look this up. I gotta watch these people's stuff. Okay, I'm just doing environment light right now. And then I'll come back and get Kevin light going. clean blue by turning off this. There we go. Take Dark Soul. Oh, I didn't know Sekiro and Dark Souls are made by the same studio. Ben Russell, Bond member on Twitch, was gonna play Sekiro, and then he got distracted working on an Adobe Premiere project, and it was truly magical. So I have yet to actually see Sekiro get played. Too much. Just a bit. I love this part. Kevin's so far up here that there won't be much down here, but just a little. I need an add glow layer for this crazy part. Sekiro's the hardest game to come out in a decade? Well, it ain't for me then. Hey, little one. What are you looking at? You're not very photogenic at that angle. Let's do this. There. How you doing? Please don't jump down. Oh, or if you do, go that way. Okay. Well, that's it for kitty cam. I could never play Celeste either. Watching JD is enough for me. Hey, little one. Meow. You're a sweet boy. Meow. No, you can't jump up. You little boy. Okay. I just got to do Joel Duscher and the ROHROHROHROHROH, and we'll be good to go. I think I have a JD reference image I already downloaded. No, I don't. But I do have a web page. Okay. Nice small brush. New layer. Below. Kevin. I think he's looking this way. Did I I have something selected? Yes, I do. So I think he's looking this way. Okay. I'm going to need a smaller brush. He's got like a longer face. He's got a little bit of a beard, so I'll get that in there. And shaggy hair. Which is thin on top. You cannot come up here, buddy. I have a keyboard in my lap. I'm sorry. Meow, sweet boy. Hollow Knight. I'm thinking of Shovel Knight. I don't know what Hollow Knight is. I think Celeste is on Switch. Not sure though. Okay. Need a layer for his beard. I'm going to keep my hand in your little kitty face until you learn you can't jump up here right now. I love this Joel Duscher. This is coming along nicely. Where's the arrow? Okay, that layer can go. Got a decent thickness of the neck. And my underdrawing is so terrible that I'm having to be a lot more improv than I thought I would. Okay. One of his little fists up here on a strap. You cannot jump up. Stay down. Right? I want him to look very, you know, powerful. Might have to redo this hand. I think I'm gonna have him in a flannel shirt with the sleeves rolled up. Seems like a JD look. I'm trying to kind of copy the character design style from the game, so you kind of stumpify it a bit. Put the backpack in there somehow. This is the worst way to draw a character, just so you know. Let's see. I'm gonna give him arm hair. I like the idea of arm hair. And jeans, of course. Joel seems like a jeans man. There we go. Since it's behind Kevin, I can close these lines. Thank you so much, Pibbles. It's been great talking to you. You bring a lot with you. Have a good rest of your day. Nice big backpack, like he's a mountain climber. Maybe with a bedroll. Oh, heck yeah. That's good. That's getting it right there. Need to get rid of my pencils. Which I think are somewhere around here. Where are the pencils? There's some. I'll leave row for now. Okay. Let's do some cleanup work. Sora, thank you for telling Pibbles about my little streams. So I'm talking about you bringing people together. I'm gonna make his shirt say heck. I think that's funnier. Well, I appreciate that, Sora. That's really nice. JD, such a hero. Okay, I'm gonna merge these layers so I can stress less. So that, and that are all JD. So 24 through 23. Boop. There we go. I'll color him in, shadow him up, and call it done. Drop it on the Discord. Thank you, Smart. I appreciate it. It's the kind of thing that I'm trying to learn to be better at believing. I am so happy with this Duscher. Like genuinely, I'm very happy with this Duscher. Gotta color that thumb in. Thank you very much. I have found that doing the streams has helped me be less down on my own work. You kind of have to be. Like, there's an anxiety that I feel, at least for me, there's an anxiety that comes with doing this. So like as a self-defense mechanism, you have to actually like what you're doing a bit more. Man, I like this Duscher so much. I wish I hadn't made him so small in the image. I'm gonna have to do more Duscher drawings in the future just so I can reuse this guy. I love his big hands. Big hands, meaty arms. I bet you could, Your Majesty. I bet you could. I would like to see your art too. Have you put it on the Discord and I've missed it? Oh. Well, no pressure, but whenever you do, please at me so I can enjoy it. If you do. And if you don't, that's cool too. Yeah, Sora, I've learned, because when I was younger I had a lot of discouragement problems with looking at other people's art and being like, well, oh well, let's not do that. And I learned to get over it by being like super supportive of anyone whose art I see that I'm really super impressed by, because it kind of puts you in a different mode. Like it changes your energy a bit, and it becomes less about comparing yourself to them and more about appreciating them for whatever they've done. So that's helped me a lot. You write, Sora? That's cool. What kind of stuff do you write? Yeah, that's a good way of wording it. And I've found the more I learn, like technique wise, the easier it is to understand what other people have done. Like, oh, well, I kind of know how they got there. Just because I can't get there now doesn't mean I can't see the road, which helps. Yeah, starting things and abandoning them is a normal creative thing, I think. My niece does poetry too. She's a big fan of poetry. That was an abrupt ending. What happened? Oh. That's crazy. Let's do this. I wonder why that happened. We'll figure that out. Oh, that's cool, Sora. Yeah. D&D character creation is a great way to write. My buddies and I, before we stopped playing, we played a little like tabletop game where you just do world building, where you roll dice and you get a certain number of points, and you can use those points to define what happens in an epoch of time. And then once you're done building the world, that's the world you create your D&D setting in. And part of it was we got to create our own races, and I had so much fun doing that. Actually, I can show this fun picture. Well, I'm glad you can see like cool progress in what you're doing. That's good. That's awesome, and that you're able to recognize it too, because that's hard sometimes. Yes, little boy. I'm sorry. Where is that picture? I designed a race that I called the ROHROH. And I won't go into too huge a detail, and evidently I can't find the image either, so there's that. But basically, it was a really cool way of staying engaged in the game, because we were playing character. Oh, there he is. There's my ROHROH. They're a like mineral-based life form. And like in the world, they're like heavily discriminated against. They came from space. It's neat. Okay, what color is JD's hair? I think it's mostly pretty dark auburn. Yeah. Thank you, Sora. I was actually sitting in an airport when I colored that drawing. Oh, heck yeah, JD. Look at you. Such a hero. An amnesiac tabaxi. Amnesia's triggered. Pick a new name. That's cool. That would be an interesting character to play. Cheese Puffs. Who's Cheese Puff? Is that one of the people from the Discord? What color backpack should he have? Maybe green and a kind of a dark red bedroll. Yeah, see how that looks. Like a tan flip top on the bag. Oh, your boy! Ah, yeah. That's cool. DMing's hard. It's great. People enjoy doing it. Or it can be hard. I found that the less I plan, the better it goes, because I can improvise, and planning seems to restrict my ability to come up with things. Because, you know, the party will always go left when you thought they would go right, so... JD, look at you. Okay. Throw a multiply layer in here and get his shadows going. Knock this out. Get back to my works. Yeah, the railroading instinct is hard to get past. Do you DM for a local group, like when it's not pandemic times, Sora? Just online? I'm impressed with folks who can do D&D online. It's one of the reasons I want to try it. It seems like it would be very challenging. That would be cool. I would be into that if you need players. I would be excited to try that. That's alright. No one has to be good at anything for it to be fun. Well, that's cool. I just like to make sure the DM wants it to happen before I do. And I don't like putting DMs on the spot, being like, hey, can I play too? Because it's a lot to wrangle a lot of players. Okay. Don't think I'm going to shade his face too much. I think it looks really good as it is. Just a little bit. Maybe a little beside the nose. And some on the hands. Throw an add layer on here. Oh, his hair. His hair. There. Okay. Add. Oh, and I need to put the stripes on his shirt. Okay, we'll get there. Actually, to reflect the environment better, go a bit warm, see what happens. Yeah. Ah. Okay. A little bit to the hair. Not too much. Shade the back. Nothing wrong with the beginner module. Like starting people off at like level 1 and, you know, feeling it out. And a pre-made module too. Takes a lot of the burden off. You're back in your roost. Kitty Cam. Look at you, you beautiful boy. I never played Mines of Phandalin. I've played very few actual written modules. What have I done? No. Nothing, I guess. Okay, time for some row. This one, yes. New layer with an outside edge. Give it thickness 3 until I know what I'm doing. Row, 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 row. Dynamite shrimp. I've never heard of dynamite shrimp. Oops. The last one I didn't get closed. Okay. There we go. Oh, I lost the middle of my R here. Okay, let's see what the edge looks like if it is black. Spicy shrimp. I can't decide. I think maybe black? Up, make this an add glow. Been nice chatting with you too, Sora. I would join y'all playing Among Us if you're still at it after a little while. Thank you very much. Alright, I will check in on you in like an hour or so and see if y'all are still playing. What happened here? Oh, okay. I don't like that. But maybe Kevin needs some texture. Let's see if Kevin needs some texture. I think that's all right. Alright, let's throw a little Siggy on here and call it done. Oh, he laid back down. Hey, little one. You're a good boy. Okay. I think that's it. I think I'm done. Good stream. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm more pleased than I thought I would be. I appreciate you hanging out with me. You and Sora and Pibbles. You're all great. Make it easier to do this. Let's see here. Art. Digital 2021. PNG. Okay. I'm gonna throw this on the Twitch Discord and see what old JD thinks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay. Cool. Alright. I think I'll end the stream now. You take it easy.